Why find your focus? Because that's what I have as the title of this talk, Find Your Focus. Well, I want to promise you something about this topic, about every talk, and I'll do it this afternoon too. I want to make this fun for you. I want to make it so that it feels good, so that when you leave, it was a good feeling. Two, I want to make this memorable. I want you to remember me. Because if you leave here and all the tips I have that you can pass on to your employees or for yourself, and you don't remember what, it's not really of any benefit unless we just had fun, but even then, it's not really why you're here. And three, practical. I have some very specific, both that I'll do and talk about with you here, plus I'll give you resources and ways that you can get in touch with me or other places to even find out more about it that have to do with this topic of focusing. Plus, you're going to get a chance to win some prizes. Now, I have prizes that you would never pay a penny for. For example, I live south of Philadelphia in Bridgeton, New Jersey. And I always root for Philadelphia teams. I don't live up North Jersey where they root for the Giants and the Jersey Devils. So I'm a Philadelphia kind of guy. So I thought I'd bring for you folks here a Philadelphia icon, a Benjamin Franklin action figure. They're pretty cool. This one has become like the favorite that folks like. I always get people asking for them. It's a yodeling pickle. Come on, Ivory, you can't not want one of them. Ivory's a musician, by the way. Studied it and plays the saxophone. Also got some hand soap for you, right there. And this one, I'll tell you what, this really cracks me up for some odd reason. I can't believe they make these, but it's good. I got a couple cases of them. It's a safety item, since this is a safety conference, or at least part of your conference being safety. It's not a Band-Aid case, though it kind of resembles one. It's hard plastic. Inside each one of these cases, and you can put it in your glove compartment, your pocketbook, or keep it with you when you're going out one night, just in case, is a pair of, emergency underpants. It says on the back that they're safe, sanitary, and secure. So you can. All right. Has focusing, why find your focus? Is it really that big of a deal? And I don't think you'll think I'm exaggerating, at least not by the time we're done, especially the first part. It is the biggest deal that we're facing in our culture that has to do with our health and safety. There is no larger one, none even a little bit, for all different reasons. In fact, it's changed. This topic of focusing and not being able to has changed the number one cause of accidental death in our country, is part responsible for it. And it used to be car accidents up until 2010. And they're still up there. And now distracted driving, which we're going to deal with in a moment even more, has become probably the leading cause of accidents now, in not just this country, but in others. But now the leading cause of accidental death in our country is from accidental overdose from prescription drugs as of 2010. Not suicide, that's a different subject. And here's what's really crazy. It's people that are 50 years old. It's a bell curve, and it's folks that have children, grandchildren, work at jobs like at gas companies and at refineries, you name it. And part of the problem is because we're not able to calm our minds down. We haven't learned, and it's becoming, that's not the only cause, but it is a big one. And so this topic is really vital. And you know how it's getting into society. You know it's gotten beyond belief. And the driving part has gotten crazy as anything. You know, not being able to focus. And focusing just means, for our cases, and there's other words for it too, by the way, paying attention, mindfulness. I prefer mindfulness, but focusing works better with a safety crowd. But I really do mean mindfulness, which just means I'm going to play you a song when we get done today, which I've played hundreds of times. I could play that song without thinking about it. And every now and then, I don't want to do this, but every now and then I'll be playing the song and I'll be thinking about my flight that I have to catch or some other thing that's happening at home. And I'll get like to the second stanza and I'll say, or third stanza, I'll say, oh my word, did I do the second one? Because the song won't make sense. It's a funny song and it has a story to it. I was like, I don't remember. So I just trust that I have And so far, whenever I've done that, which I don't do it often, I've been okay. Now, that's not focusing. That means you're thinking about your divorce, you're thinking about your vacation while you're doing something, which we know leads directly to accidents, but also leads to problems with us being able to calm down our minds all the time. Now, focusing means when I pull up the guitar, I notice how you feel, how I feel, how the sound of the music, the movement of my hands, without thinking of anything, I'm just experiencing what I'm doing. As Ivory will tell you, with musicians, it's like you're in a zone, isn't it? Like you really are paying attention to what you're doing, but you're not really thinking about what you're doing, you're just paying attention. And that's where we want to be a lot in life, especially when
all
you're
your
doing
incorrect
like
answers,
if you had any. If you had any wrong, could you add up that number and put it somewhere on your card? Your incorrect answers. All right, how many of you fine folk had none wrong? Anybody get none wrong? No? How about just one wrong? One? No? How about just two? Only two, no more than two. Anybody? Three. Oh, and what's your name? Oh, that's Corky. Hey, Corky. Corky, guess what? You got the lowest score. You don't get a thing. No, the highest score, right? The highest score wins. But I do. We went out to dinner with Corky and with Mary Kay, right? Mary Kay, is she here? Is Mary Kay here? No. All right, how long have you and Mary Kay been married? 31 years? Me it's 35, so it's all similar. And you know, sometimes the attraction and excitement can wane. It can, after that many years of times. Well, I have something here that Mary Kay is going to be able to wear, just save it for a special evening, that will make her more attractive to you. Not that she isn't already. It's some bacon-flavored lip balm. And Mary Kay is a good sport. She will like that for sure. All right, you were 4, right? 3? All right, how many 4s do we have? 1, 4. Good job. You want a finger puppet? Yeah. Here, I'm going to give you a finger puppet. You ready to catch it? No one else will talk to you. Your finger puppet will always talk to you. There you go. It's nice and soft. Perfect. You too? Oh, you weren't going to raise your hand. You ready? All right, 6s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest of you may have done better had you closed your eyes. Circle. How many 8s do we have? Ooh, good. About 28s. 9s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 12 9s. How many 10s? Be happy. You're closer to the winner's circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13. 11s. Ooh, quite a few 11s. Ooh. 12s. That's not easy to do. Just get 3 right? Really? 3 right? All right. Sometimes this is the winner. How many got? Anybody get 13 out of 15? How about 14? Ooh, we got 2 winners. And what is your first name? Elsa? What did you want, Elsa? I have emergency underpants, hand soap, Benjamin Franklin action figure, yodeling pickle. I also have an inflatable turkey, in case you don't want to cook. What's that, Benjamin Franklin? And who was the other woman? What is your name? Lisa? What do you want, Lisa? You like the pickle? And somebody else? What do you want? The pickle. All right, when we're done, come up. I have an extra pickle. I have it in my case, all right? So I'll pass out these 2. Now, Elsa, for the rest of the losers in here, how'd you do it? Who else was it? Now, listen, you got to be careful with your pickle. Don't pull it out yet, but when you pull it out, it'll go off, and then put that plastic back in, because sometimes the pickle gets really sensitive. It goes off when you don't want it to. All right. Now, this has nothing, thankfully, to do with your intelligence.
Nothing at all.
You need to start introducing to your employees. The best practices, this is it. This is some new stuff that's making a difference. Because most of you, I know if I went to any of your companies, you already got all your procedures in place. I know you have all the protective clothing I could possibly want. I know you have all this stuff. This side of the carpet's all cleaned. You want to keep it clean. You want to do some stuff to make it. But this side is a bit dirty. And that's the side that has to do with this area. You do have employees that are taking prescription drugs that don't need to because they've gotten addicted to them. You do have employees who have anger problems. I know because they come up to me and talk to me after these sessions. So there's an area, right? It's a cool area to even just to start to delve in, or at least if nothing else, I can introduce you to as something that could be part of your safety program. And finally, the last one. This is easy too. I mean, this is simple as anything. I now do this regularly. This is really cool. When you get angry, upset, when you start feeling frustrated, whether you're driving or all you have to do is fiff yourself. And that is this. I made it up, fiffing yourself, finding your focus. Because when you're upset about something, all this energy is going from the bottom of your brain, your amygdala, right to the front part of your brain, and it stays there. That's where your control is for your emotions. However, if you take this part, your executive control, and just pay attention to it, literally, energy comes away from the anger or the fear. And you can see it. You can see it with machines. You can see that there's a change in the flow of heat and energy. So many watts less, guys.